shake and bake. Let's go.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down, Browns.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now left side on the swing pass. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff working right. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Number 23.
The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Taken down.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The extra point footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down, Cleveland.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Complete. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete.
The pass.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 52.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Bryant. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Record. Back.
Looking to throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Beckham, incomplete. Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's over. Let's dominate.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, here's Fournette. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
The 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. look to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big bang for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The 3-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. That will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Browns.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Gain of 4 yards.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cameron Hayward, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
And 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3.
Back to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches. And if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball, holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
At the 5-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety strong.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 38. Browns.
There's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. You want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He'll they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pass incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
And inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final score, Steelers 41.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.